Good morning. Mackenzie Johnston with Tri-State Livestock News, bringing you your Christmas Eve fair cattle market news update. Sponsored by Sandhills State Bank, the most committed brand in banking, and Sandhills Beef Company, American producers feeding Americans, because we all know monopolies won't get us anywhere. To learn a little bit more about Sandhills Beef Company and all they have to offer, head on over to their website, sandhillsbeefco.com. Cattlefax has reported their cattle market outlook heading into 2021. Even though the U.S. cow herd is going into its third year of contraction, the effects of COVID-19 will keep cattle prices subdued as we head into 2021. One major effect from the virus is the abundant supply of fed cattle that will hit the market in the first few months of 2021 because of the backlog of feeder cattle that was created in the second quarter of 2020. If all goes as planned, the second half of 2021 should see a significant price improvement with cattle supplies becoming more manageable and pandemic disruptions coming to an end, which will greatly help the restaurant industry. Another highlight heading into next year is that consumer beef demand is expected to be at its third highest level since 1998. The USDA all-fresh retail beef price averaged $6.35 a pound this year. Retail beef prices in 2021 are expected to decline 35 cents a pound, but this will still be the third highest annual average on record. Beef proved to still be king in 2020 as retail beef sales represented 46% of total red meat and poultry spending, up 1% from the year before. The biggest concern regarding beef demand in 2021 is unemployment and decreased disposable income levels as COVID-19 continues to cause issues. Global beef buyers are expected to remain aggressive in 2021 with a 5% growth in beef exports projected. As expected, packers will continue to keep their thumb on cattle feeders next year. However, market power could shift significantly in the later part of the year. Fed cattle slaughter is expected to fall below year-ago levels in the third quarter of this coming year. The 2021 fed cattle market is expected to average $115 per hundredweight and trade in a range somewhere between $105 and $125. With shrinking cattle supplies, cattle feeders should regain some leverage come the fall. The U.S. 800-pound steer price will average around $145 per hundredweight, with a potential to reach $160. There is a chance that the feeder and calf market will get a boost from fed cattle values that are expected to be approximately $70 per head higher. With that being said, increased feed costs may restrict feeder cattle and calf market upside. The forecast for U.S. bred cow prices is $50 a head higher in 2021 with an average of $1,600. Cull cow prices are also expected to improve in 2021, averaging $64 per hundredweight. Imports are expected to decline, which will favor stronger slaughter cow values. Overall, COVID-19 difficulties will continue on in 2021, but tighter cattle supplies will increase leverage for cattle producers and result in increased market prices. According to Mediaite, on Wednesday, Fox Business anchor Maria Bartiromo thought she was interviewing the CEO of Smithfield Foods, Dennis Organ, but little did she know she was actually interviewing an animal rights activist posing as Mr. Organ. The animal rights activist, Matt Johnson, belongs to Direct Action Everywhere, a grassroots animal rights group. The segment focused on providing vaccines to Smithfield's workers amid an outbreak of coronavirus cases at one of the company's plants. During the interview, Johnson stated that the meatpacking industry poses a serious threat in effectively bringing on the next pandemic, with CDC data showing that 3 of 4 infectious diseases come from animals. He went on to say that the conditions inside Smithfield farms are petri dishes for new diseases. Obviously, as the interview progressed, Bartiromo was a bit skeptical as to what she was hearing, and she actually rolled her eyes at one point. The show went on, and another segment aired, and by that time, they figured out that there was some kind of switch, some kind of mix-up, and Bartiromo came back on and reported that Fox had been punked and explained to all the confused viewers as to what happened. Finally, National Beef Wire reported yesterday that choice box beef ended the day at $207.54. That was down $3.13. Select box beef ended the day at $197.93, and that was down $1.66. That is all I have for news for you guys this morning. I want to take a moment and wish you all a very Merry Christmas. I hope your Christmas is filled with lots of time with your family. I hope it's filled with joy for the coming of our Savior, Jesus Christ. I know 2020 has been an incredibly difficult year for a lot of folks, whether it be losing a loved one, a significant financial loss, or something else that was just downright heartbreaking and hard. I know 2020 is weighing heavy on a lot of folks, but I hope that does not get in your way of celebrating this joyous day. What a wonderful day. So have a blessed Christmas, a wonderful weekend, and I will see you guys next week.